Yeah. I think most teams really appreciate a Fox as a partner because Fox has really good kill power, and as long as the edge is free, really good survivability as well. His main weaknesses in singles don't really apply in doubles as much, because if you are getting combos, you can kind of just get saved by your partner, so the string won't last that long.
Oh, okay. Well, that's... I mean, we'll see how that turns out. We're already in the first match here, and they're going at it. Look at that. Got a bit of a split right here. So, we have the blue Peach and the blue Fox. That's going to be phil and Blaze, with phil on the Fox and Blaze on the Peach. On the other side, Noxxa playing... wait, no, sorry. That's the red Fox and the red Peach. Yeah, sorry, apologies. And the blue Peach, that's going to be Noxxa, and the blue Fox is Pixie. It's all a little bit speedy. We're still getting warmed up here as well, right? So forgive us for some smaller errors. Oh, nice. Look at that, going all the way out there and then just closes it out with another back hit. I always feel like those kind of edge guards are incredibly difficult to get in doubles, because you don't have to just worry about yourself, but also about the other player. You know, you might never know, they might be coming in.
Yeah, and what you can see here is that they are trying to push out the... I believe blue team was Noxxa and Pixel. They are trying to push out Noxxa so they can basically 2v1 Pixel, because Peach is really good at surviving because of her float, because of her floatiness, because of her weight, but her surviving takes a while.
Yeah.
The way she safely comes back is by slowly floating towards the stage, then throwing her umbrella, slowly falling to the stage. Meanwhile, you can still essentially combo. You can pinball Fox back and forth between each other, and that is a really nice thing. The big thing for this team setup is essentially how good can you split up the other Fox, and how good can you keep the Peach out. And so far it looks like phil and Blaze are the ones succeeding more at that.
Yeah, I mean, it is still very close here, right? phil sitting at 140%, although that's of course a bit of a problem, right? Like, you want to try and take down the Foxes quickly, and so having a Fox running around at 140 is maybe not ideal. On the other side, though, we actually got 113 on that Fox as well, so they're both surviving quite a while.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, nice. Go ahead and just zones out phil again. phil actually kind of a bit in the corner right now, but... Ooh, look at that. Pixel,
safely coming back from the platform. Going high is so good in teams when you're recovering, because at the very least, if you're going high, the recovery takes longer, and if that just means your partner can interrupt it, the edge guards, then you could see here, the red Fox essentially went high, got knocked back, his partner respawned, knocked away the edge guarding Peach, and he could just safely go back.
It's just phil against free stocks right now. Gets shined off the stage. Oh, and then the shorten. Yeah, it's a bit tricky like that, but I think that was already like so much a disadvantage that you weren't able to really make up for it anymore, right?
Yeah, it is. Sorry. No, you're good.
Okay, so something I thought was really interesting towards the end of that first match. We saw that the red team just wasn't actually able to get the knockout on Pixel, on the blue Fox.
Yeah.
And then that advantage just compounded, right? It just started stacking up more and more.
Like, percentage in teams doesn't matter that much. If you get a 2v1 situation, it's not unfeasible for good teams to just rack up 80% in like 5 seconds. So it all comes down to if you can get the kill. That is why you want to knock the Peach away. Killing in a 2v1 is really easy, especially when you have a character like Fox where you can just kill confirm. But even characters like Puff or Peach are sometimes they will get their stocks melted in a 2v1. It's a lot easier to get the character that recovers slowly and doesn't run at you at 5,000 kilometers per hour away than it is the other way around.
Fox is definitely a bit of a speedy boy. Well, it seems that the second game is immediately starting out way nicer for Blaze and phil right here. You know, they've got a bit of a... Oh no! But the quick turnaround. Never mind, I take it back. They lose their Peach first. they were doing so well. I mean, like, yeah, okay, percentage is not the biggest deal, but it's definitely helpful, right? And they were doing a great job.
It is definitely helpful. Percentage makes it easier to get 2v1s going because you can knock your high percentage targets further away, and it means you can't get crouch cancelled. It means you can just be more in their face.
This is, again, I think this is where we can kind of see the blue team just succeeding a little bit more, right? They're doing a bit of a better job at getting these knockouts, while we have Noxxa now hanging out at 147%, right? And just still being happy, still not going down, and you know, you can't let.
Well, you can even see that they are not. They're even with Noxxa at 150. They are still mostly just trying to force Noxxa to get at them by threatening Pixel, because Peach's defensive game is really strong due to the float cancel mitigating her end lag, due to her down smash being a potential insane amount of damage on an insanely good hitbox. And you could see here, like, the way they ended up getting the kill was a stray dash attack at 200, which means they might need to either put more pressure on him by getting or focusing more on him when there is a large percentage, or by threatening Pixel harder.
I mean, something that you said earlier, right, is that the goal is more about beating up the Fox as best as you can while keeping the Peach a bit away. And that strategy has been working very well. I mean, you can see right here, we've got Pixel only at 1 stock remaining. phil doing a great job a second ago, just snatching the ledge really quick. I mean, that's always neat when you can get something like that. Oh. Well, sadly, again, we have Noxxa just surviving. Oh, Peach Bomber. Never mind, not gonna be enough right there. Gets the quick little shine, up smash. Ooh, at the very last second on that one. And now, the red team actually in a pretty decent lead, I think. They got themselves an extra stock here. And
yeah, the problem with this lead is that because Fox is at a high percentage, his stock can just get washed away into a quick 2v1. And like I said, you can do like 80% in 5 seconds in a 2v1. Which, if you kill off the top, is about the time you have. So it is a very deceptive lead. It is a strong lead if the Fox manages to come back successfully without his partner being washed here.
Oh no.
Which it is looking like. But before that point, it is a very volatile lead.
Well, phil is actually, you know what? Like, one-up smash on this Peach will do it, and then it's a pretty even match. They are both playing very carefully here, though. And there's the grab. Oh, just gonna go for the chain grab.
Fox is easily the best character in a 2v1 situation. He only needs the one quick move on Peach with like one lucky up smash, one falling up air, and it will. It looks like we won't be getting that because this chain grab. It would be nice if the Fox were to stand by for that up smash.
So that was an interesting situation, right? Like, it's you clearly know a lot more about doubles than I do, so I'm gonna go ahead and you know, believe everything you say. We saw in that last little skirmish that even though phil and Blaze were actually in a stock lead, when phil died, the blue team was then able to take down the Peach in that respawn period. And so what was a stock lead very quickly turned into a 2-on-1. So necessarily, like, a lead isn't necessarily as immediately obvious as you might expect it.
No, the lead definitely still requires the like, it is a lead if you can play it out that way, but it is very feasible that you can't always.
Yeah.
So.
Oh no, you can't be shined like that. That's always the brutal one, right? You try to tech the shine, but you're off stage already, and then just the quick little air jump. Something I'm very impressed with, by the way, looking at the way Pixel has been playing on the Blue Fox, being very, very good at spacing out the red team, spacing them with these full hop nairs, right? Mixing in the shines just to kind of keep them away. And as we saw earlier, like the red team is actually trying to take him down specifically. So I think that might be a really nice adaptation, just making sure, you know what, if you're going to all come for me, I'll defend myself as best as I can. I'm not going to play too aggressive.
Yeah, exactly. It is a great way. If your team is finding the kills, and they are finding the kills, it is very nice as a Fox to just be able to survive, to focus on survivability, because the alternative that the other team has is trying to rush down the Peach, which not only is harder because Peach is a lot better at defense compared to offense than Fox would be, where Fox is more well-rounded, essentially. Fox can essentially be the aggressor a lot better. So you're playing into the Peach's strength for that, and that's not what you want to do. At the same time, it does allow the Fox to just take it easy, relax, just full hop. Oh.
You know, something I found very funny here is just how many F smashes we've been seeing from both the Foxes. I don't know if that's a missed input. I would assume so, or is there some secret tech there that I don't know about?
Well, the popular way to team combo is by knocking your opponent towards your partner, so your partner can essentially take over and knock him back, and then you can take over, and it is very effective that way. So, knocking your opponent sideways can be a lot better. Similarly, as for F smashes on the Peach, it is also really nice that if you knock her away, she takes a while to come back again, so you can get more 2v1. So there are definitely strengths the F smash has that it doesn't have in singles. I still don't think F smash is necessarily the move you want to go for it, but it is a lot more conventional.
All right, it serves more of a purpose, I suppose.
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
Like, I feel like if I'm playing Fox and it's just a one-on-one, if I could have F-smashed, I also could have up-smashed, and that would probably have been more useful.
That is in singles always true, in doubles it is not always true, but what is true is that if you want to knock people away in any situation where you could have F-smashed, you could have also nared. And nair tends to fulfill the same purpose, but also takes less time, keeps you safer, etc.
Yeah.
So in that sense...
No amount of shine on that. phil almost getting it. Well, Phil and Blaze, by the way, coming back into this game. They are now, they managed to win the second of the round. Pretty convincingly, I would say, as well. I mean, okay, they didn't have a huge stock lead, no. But it felt like they were in control for most of the match, and that's already a good start.
That is definitely the best way to start.
Okay, we've got phil just kind of trying to zone out Pixel a little bit, but now caught on the platform. Kind of in a bad spot between both players from the blue team. Oh, that nice up air sneaks it in just below the platform, shocks out the Peach. And with that, we actually have yet again another stock lead for the red team. Although, don't overthink that too much. I gotta say, it seems like in these matches, most of the time, they have been getting the stock lead early on, but then haven't been able to actually close out the kind of like the center stocks, I suppose. Nice little back here, just keep the Fox away, but not quite enough yet. What do you think of this stage? I always feel like this stage is already a bit claustrophobic if you're playing singles. In doubles with two Peaches just like blendering half the stage, I feel like that.
It is very claustrophobic, yes. But
what a shine!
For this team, that is actually, well, this is a Ditto, obviously, so in this situation it's not that applicable. But for that team, it's really nice to be claustrophobic because Peach is a really good team's character, but her primary weakness is that she moves like molasses. She is a very slow character. And if you essentially say, okay, you have to run into something, that is really nice for a character where the biggest weakness is how slow she is. And again, Fox in team is an all-rounder. He can do everything. He doesn't care about where you play so much. Usually, the biggest preference for Fox is, what does my team partner like?
Pixel almost down, and there's the up smash. Blaze and Phil now in a convincing lead, 3 stocks ahead on just a solo Peach. I mean, we're gonna need to maybe see some Stitch Face shenanigans or something if we want to make that happen.
I don't see it happening.
Well, admittedly, Noxxa playing well, getting some clean hits here and there, and mostly avoiding getting hit by anything scary.
Yeah, but the thing with teams is you can see this. What they are doing is they are letting one person approach, and the other person is essentially ready to whiff punish in case the approach doesn't work. So what happens now is you can see, for example, the Peach throwing out a dash attack, and then you can theoretically shield dash attack, do a nair out of shield, and then be happy with that, right?
Yeah.
But then there's also this fox, and then the fox literally, because you're forced to nair in order to whiff punish, the fox can just say, okay, I'll just run into this with my own nair, outspace your nair, and then we essentially went 1-for-1.
Well done, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Game 5. Game 5 of the first set that we're doing. I mean, that's exciting. What a great start to our stream. What a great start to this top 36. Get ourselves Blaze and phil going up against Pixel and Noxxa. And, well, we'll see how this turns out. If I remember correctly, please excuse me if I'm wrong, wasn't this where we played the first game, or was that Battle?
I believe our first game was Battlefield, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Battlefield. Okay. Well, I'm always a big fan of Pokemon Stadium. I gotta say, it's just one of my favorite stages in general, right? Nice, big, open space, but still some platforms to do some cool stuff with. And also just...
I feel they specifically went here because they really preferred their FD odds. Yeah. And they won on FD, so they can't go there. And then this is their next big alternative.
Admittedly, they did do better on Yoshi's. I mean, Yoshi's was way more convincing than FD. That's one of those situations where maybe, like, you think you're most comfortable on the wide open stages, and that's just where, you want to kind of instinctively take the opponent, but, maybe they are also good at them, and you actually happen to be a bit stronger at the tighter spaces. Oh, nice. Go ahead and just get that little edge guard right there. Peach taking a lot of damage. Up smash? Ooh, wow. Just barely. So phil gonna be losing in our stock here. Red team still in a slight lead, although this is the kind of lead that can evaporate very quickly. Oh, never mind. That is unfortunate. Noxxa just kind of dropping a very early stock right there. I wonder if that was just like an error, or if that was, like maybe just getting pressured off the stage a little bit.
I mean, it's definitely both. Whenever someone is getting pressured off the stage, they are more inclined to make SDs. I don't think there's ever a situation where you think, I'm getting pressured, I will drop off the stage. There have been some double icy scenarios.
I have definitely seen a double smash before where a player was just like, what's the fastest way to get back to the spot where I need to go? It's just to die. I have 100% seen that, so I'm gonna go ahead and just, although, oh my god, Noxxa, now sitting at 125 yet again. It's a 4-stock to 2-stock lead for the red team right now. 150, one more strong hit will do it, but the Peach still kind of actually winning this one-on-one right now against Blaze, just kind of keeping Blaze away. phil, in the meantime, getting bullied by Pixel on the other side, and goes down.
It is very unfortunate in teams if you're losing two 1v1s, because whenever your opponents need to kill, they can stop the 1v1 in order to get a quick kill, and at the same time, you can't really stop getting, ideally, can't stop getting combos to save your partner.
So that's going to be the conclusion to our first match here. We've got phil and Blaze taking it and winning the first best of 5. In actually a very exciting and close set.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about starting in top 36. You get to immediately enjoy close and tight sets, as opposed to the pool wash where it's like Team Armada versus Team. This is my first tournament.
Team, I show up to tournaments because I like hanging out with my friends. And since I'm here, I might as well play some doubles.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we'll see which match we're going into next. I would like to point everybody who is watching right now towards the Phoenix Blue online prize pool Ko-Fi, which they have set up.